sister ship the Olympic was launched from. To give you an idea of the size of the Titanic, she was just over 900 feet in length. She was 95 feet wide. She weighed 46,000 tons. She was driven by 3 massive bronze propellers, each propeller 23 feet in diameter, and each propeller weighing just over 5 tons in weight. So it gives you an idea of how big the Titanic actually was. Now we're just going to turn here in the turning circle, and then we will be stopping outside the Titanic Visitor Centre. But as we make our turn, you can't help but notice the 2 big large yellow cranes, Samson and Goliath. They straddle the world's largest dry dock. That dry dock can accommodate any ship afloat in the world today. Samson stands at 96 meters tall. Goliath stands at 110 meters tall. If necessary, they can lift 840 tons each. The red box on top of the cranes, that used to be the canteen for the workers, and those, believe it or not, are going to be turned into glass restaurants. So how would you fancy coming out of there at about 5 o'clock in the morning with about 10 pints of Guinness in you? How are you going to get down? That's not a problem. You look at the very far side of the cranes, you'll see a big, thick yellow leg, and there's actually a lifted tissue up down the inside of it. And that's how we're going to get you up and down. And that's not just pie in the sky, folks, but if you wanted pie in the sky, that would be the place to go. Now we're just going to stop here outside the Titanic Visitor Centre. If anyone would like to get off here, if anyone is bored with the tour, could I please have women and children first, please? So this is your stop for the Titanic Visitor Centre. I want you to look out to the front right-hand side. You can see the grey building, the Odyssey. I want you to look up on top of it, and you can see what looks like 3 large funnels. Look at the side of the building, you can see the port holes. Look at the front of the building, looks like the bow of a ship, and that big grey piece beside it looks like the bridge of a ship. Well, this is what all these hotels and apartments are all being designed to look like, because about 3/4 of a mile to the left-hand side is the George Best City Airport, and anyone flying into the airport or out of the airport, looking down into the shipyards, will see all the famous ships that were once built here. Probably the 2 most famous names in Northern Ireland, George Best and the Titanic. One was a disaster, the other one sank. Only kidding you, George, we still love you. And now I want you to look out directly in front of us. We're going to see a big tall glass building. This is the Opel Tower. It's the tallest building in Ireland, and again, it holds a record that all the apartments sold with inside 8 to 12 hours of going onto the market. The fastest property sales in Europe at that particular time. I mean, all they had to do was go to any bar in Belfast and say, right lads, we've a wee job here for you to do. Number one, we could have done it for nap, and two, we could have done it for dark, and it would have looked perfectly normal. But that's what they did. One Sunday morning, packed and full of explosives. Everybody in Belfast come down to watch it as if we hadn't seen enough bombs going off here. Outside you can see the large white building. That is the old High Court here in Belfast. The wall that we can see goes around the outside of the building. That was added back in 1972, often considered the worst year of the Troubles. That wall would reflect that. It is a blast-proof wall, and it is 4 feet thick of reinforced steel and concrete. What's going to happen to the courthouse now that is closed is for you guys. It's going to be turned into a luxury 5-star hotel. That's the old High Courts just immediately to your right. I think it will make a great... And now I want you to look down to your left-hand side. We're going to see St. George's Market open every Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And in St. George's Market, you can get anything from a safety pin to a ship's anchor. Live music, great food in here as well. Now we're going to see coming up here on your right hand side, we're going to see the City Hall. First opened its doors back in 1906. You can of course go into the City Hall. The tours ever seem one as good as this one for the added advantage of free admission. That's Queen's University to your left hand side. So if you're in the city for a few days, come up to the university. The tour's free of charge, lasts about half an hour. Nice little coffee shop here as well, and you can easily spend 45 minutes walking around looking at the art gallery. Now we're just going to stop here. If anyone would like to get off for Queen's University, the Botanical Gardens, for the Ulster Museum, so this is your stop for Queen's University, the Botanical Gardens, and the Ulster Museum. Now you'll see coming up here on your left-hand side, just beside the traffic lights, you'll see the black gates that take you to World War, and of course the recent troubles here in Northern Ireland. And I want you to look out to the front right-hand side and also to the front left-hand side. And we're going to see 2 of the best sporting bars in Belfast. It doesn't matter what sport you're interested in. Could be football, Gaelic football, tennis, golf, rugby, whatever your sport happens to be. These will be 2 of the best sporting bars to actually visit. Each bar has got about 10 or 12 plasma TVs in them, so you can watch whatever sport you might be interested in. Just ask if anyone is sitting on the open top section of the bus. Please be aware of the overhanging branches of the trees. There's one here in particular. I call it Special Branch. Sorry, you have to be from Northern Ireland to get that one. Might hit you a slap in the beak and take you off for some questioning. By being so close to Queen's University, you can easily tell that this is where all the students live. If you look down either side of the bus, you can see all the bins need emptied, the hedges need cut, the blinds need pulled up,